Welcome back. As you can see, it's pretty clean inside of the touch control unit. I went through, removed everything, put my bolts, pistons, or sleeves, inserts, all in bags. One thing that does not come with the kit are the bushings that go in the lift control arms. Also, these are kind of a weird size. I think they've already been replaced once. As you can see, the hole is kind of egg-shaped. I'm getting weird measurements. I'm getting like 730 thousandths inside diameter and like 920 thousandths outside diameter, which is really weird. So I got to try and find a bushing to fit them. But anyway, or I can put it in the lathe and turn it down and then have to bore the inside, which is more work than should be necessary. Hope I can find something close. But anyway, so that's it. It is disassembled. Everything is there in the box, bagged and tagged and ready to go. When I get the other stuff like the bushings, also my main strainer or filter that goes here had a tear in it, so I've got to replace that. So I'm just going to put a bag over it and call it a night. I had new oil light bushings pressed in and reamed the proper size for the pins. As you can see, they fit really well. There's no play in it now, so that's going to definitely help the actuation or the movement of the pistons when they go to apply pressure to raise or lower the implements, which is a big plus because just a few thousandths can make or break it. So that's done. I've also got more parts have arrived. They like the water pump and the bottom boots for the touch control block. The boots that actually fit over these rods. So all that stuff came in and it's been here for a week. So, but like I said, having to work all the time and other projects going on for other people, it's kind of hard to work on your own stuff. It's kind of like a carpenter's house is never complete and a mechanic's car is never running properly. So a tractor mechanic is always working on his because he can't get to it any other time because of other people's projects, but that's how we pay the bills. So the plan for today is get this touch control unit finished on the tractor. I'm going to try it out, make sure that there are no leaks, no problems with the actual workings of the lift on the back of the tractor or the front of the lift, or front lift rather. Once that's done, I'm going to drain the antifreeze out of the radiator so that can be removed and taken over to Henderson to get it cleaned and flushed. It's not leaking, never was leaking. I just want it cleaned and flushed because I'm putting a new water pump on there, and there's no need to put a new water pump on if you have a dirty radiator. So that's the goal for today, to try and get this completed, get it back on the tractor, try it out, remove the radiator. Once the radiator is done, I'm going to move into raising the back half of the tractor, changing the brakes out, and replacing seals, O-rings, gaskets, however you want to call it. Get all that done so I can stop the leaks on the back of the tractor. And that's it. That's my plan for today. I'm going to pause the video here in a couple seconds and so I can do the work. And thing is, when you're going to be gone or away from a project, it's always good to take pictures of the project where you left off, or as you remove parts, take pictures as you go. It makes it easier, a whole lot easier when putting those parts back. Also, manuals for these old tractors, you can find them at Steiner or Yesterday's Tractors. I use IH Parts. They have about every manual that you can imagine for these tractors, and they're not that expensive. Even if they were, what you would pay is nowhere the knowledge that you have in your hand when you have one of the manuals for these tractors. So Going to pause the video here, go ahead and reassemble this thing. Hopefully I can get it done shortly. And then once it's back on the tractor, I'll start the tractor up. I've got a lot to do, but I'll start the tractor up and we'll go through, make sure that the touch control unit is working properly. And then we'll end it there and I'll move on to the radiator. And once I start on the back end, I'll do a little video clip on that. Well, stay tuned for the actual running of the tractor with the touch control unit in place. And I do appreciate you watching. Thanks again. Okay, it's been a couple hours at least. I've got the touch control box back on the tractor. Everything is together. It's topped off with fluid. I've got the carburetor back on. Got the throttle linkages, everything's hooked up. I've double checked everything, and I've got a gas bottle to try and, so I don't have to put the gas tank on until I know that everything here is working. So pull the choke and turn the key, and let's see what happens. First time, and turn the choke off. Definitely need to check on it. It's hadn't been running a month or more. So I check my idle, make sure everything's right, governor, make sure everything's working correctly. So we'll go from there, but everything seems to be working great. So I can go ahead and put the gas tank back on and call this half done after I tighten up the battery cable. So anyway, thanks for watching and enjoying and having a good laugh at me. I mean, it's what we're here for, to have a good time. So I'm gonna get all this back half squared away. See why it's not idling good before I tear anything else off the tractor. And whatever I find out, I'll let you know. Thanks for watching and have a good night.